Hi, this is Ryan Neal from the USA offices of Neal Saddlery and Harness, CowBoy sewing machines, and high-tech sewing machines. Today we're going to do a featurette video on our 8500 hole punch machine. This machine is a manual rotary hole punch machine that's very similar to other types of hole punch machines that are on the market. The one advantage of this machine is that it's offered at a markedly lower price than other units that are available. Our price on this machine is $1,495 US, which places it anywhere from $500 to $600 less than most other machines that are available on the market today. This machine features a full rotary mechanism which advances the leather through the machine as you turn the handle, so you can see that the hole punch itself is moving forward as we turn the handle. It is fully adjustable. You can adjust the spacing between the holes anywhere from something as small as 10 millimeters all the way up to 45 millimeters, which translates into roughly under 1/2 of an inch to a little bit almost close to 2 inches apart. The nice feature about this machine over a traditional gang punch type system and a press is that you do have nearly infinite adjustable spacing between your holes, so that you don't have to get a new die made to be placed into your gang press to punch multiple holes in the end of your pieces. So you do have the advantage of being able to adjust the holes on this particular machine. It does have an adjustable mandrel that is down underneath. That's the piece that the actual hole punch goes through or contacts with after it punches a hole in the leather. And those brass mandrels are also replaceable. So this is an example of the brass mandrel that fits underneath the machine here, right, that the hole punch actually contacts with. And these can actually be polished down a little bit, and they can be sanded for additional life once they start to wear. But you do receive an additional brass mandrel with the machine. You also receive an assortment of hole punches. You get several multiples of 3 different sizes of hole punch. You get probably a total of 7 or 8 hole punches with the machine in 3 different sizes. And the machine has quite a few adjustable features on it. So you have an adjustable mandrel. You can raise or lower the level of the mandrel by turning the second knob back here. There's a plus and a minus on the side of the machine that you can use to adjust to raise or lower the height of the mandrel. There's also a adjustment for the width of strap that you're using, and this machine can accommodate anything as small as a 1/2 inch strap all the way up to approximately 3 inches, maybe even a little bit more than that. So I want to give a quick demo on this machine to show you how this machine works and how well it works on leather straps. This is a piece of approximately 8 to 10 ounce harness leather, and it is relatively thick. It's relatively dense, and it's a fairly decent heft to it. So we're going to go ahead and zip this through the machine here so you can see how it performs. So I'll get the machine set up for the width of the strap. When you place the strap into the machine, you want to want there to be just a little bit of a gap, in between the hold down bars and or in between the clamping mechanism and the strap, so that it does travel through the machine very cleanly. So I'll start right here, and then when you go to turn the machine over, you do want to turn it over with a little bit of authority. You don't want to turn it very lightly, because if you do, there's a potential of jamming. So you'll see as I hold the machine, when you do turn the strap, you want to turn the handle fairly hard or fairly briskly as it feeds the leather through the machine. So I'll go ahead and start out here. And so you can see I just advanced the entire piece through the machine. I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera so you can see the holes that this particular machine has made, both on the front and the back. And you can see that those holes are spaced relatively even. They are spaced extremely even, as a matter of fact, and they are in the center of the strap. So we'll go ahead and try another piece. I'm going to change the hole size on the machine by loosening this bar right here. And then by sliding this piece up or down, we can change the hole spacing. So right now we're going for a 30 millimeter hole spacing, which is a little bit over 1 inch thick. It's about 1 inch. It's about 1 1/4 inches roughly. So again, we'll place our strap into the machine, being sure to hold it down, or being sure to allow it to go in between the 2 guides. Got a couple little pieces of the hole punch that came out there, the inserts. So sometimes you have to make sure you keep that relatively clear on the machine. Usually I recommend blowing it out with compressed air, because those little pieces that are a result of, you know, the hole punch spitting out the core, they do get stuck on the machine sometimes, so you want to make sure you keep that blown out with compressed air. So right now we have it set at 30 millimeters, so we'll go ahead and start off again at 30 millimeters, again about 1 1/4 inches. So you can see that this is about 1 1/4 inch hole spacing. You can see that there's quite a bit of difference between the one I just did and the other one that we ran through the machine. So you can see that the holes are spaced farther apart on this piece as they are, as opposed to the first piece that we did on the machine. So this is just a quick review of the 8500 hole punch machine. If you have any additional questions on this machine, or you would be interested in purchasing one, you can contact me directly. My name is Ryan Neal from the USA offices of Neal's Saddlery and Harness and CowBoy Sewing Machines, as well as high-tech sewing machines, and I can be reached at area code 330-692-1418, and I do thank you for your time today.